Hello and welcome to another fanfiction reading. So, in between my, so there's a few things. Sometime a while ago, there was someone who requested me read a certain story, certain fan fiction, and I wrote it down thinking that I would eventually get to it and then, or eventually actually read it, which I was kind of planning on doing it. Then I completely forgot about it. So when I said in the last video the ending of Just Across the Way, I said that I didn't say really anything. I just said that, ooh, this one could be interesting. And I completely forgot about the other one. So that one will be happening next time. Mainly because to look for it, they made me look through some things I didn't want to look through. So that's good. It was also kind of a chase to try to, or like a wild goose chase, essentially, to try to find it. Not really, but, it was kind of difficult and annoying to try to find it, so yeah, we're doing this instead. The first fairy tale only fan fiction. So we have a fairy tale Christmas Mira-cle by phoenixfire232. Oh boy. So before we had the fairy tale Ruby crossover fan fiction, and then I was like, expect to see more fairy tale ones. So here's the first one. This is gonna be absolutely terrible. I can tell you that much. I actually don't remember because this was so long ago when I read this, but let's just get into it because it's been way too long. Good God. Okay. Oh no. All right. So, again, I have not read this, but just from reading the description, which I guess I probably could have went through a little bit, can tell this is going to be a little difficult to get through. So, whoa, let's do it. The announcement. Mira's POV. It's only 2 weeks until Christmas, and I am cleaning glasses behind the bar, spying on all of my ships. Of course, yep. Lucy was eating her dinner while Natsu kept begging her for a pieces. Oh God, it's already getting bad. Kept begging her for a piece of her poached salmon. Of course, Lucy said no and to get his own. Gray was talking to Kana while Juvia was behind the request board, supposedly keeping Gray safe. As she put it, after I caught her this one time in a bush outside of the guild staring at Gray as he walked home. Romeo and Wendy were outside building a snowman as Carla closely watched Romeo through the window to make sure he didn't get touchy with Wendy. Yeah, that's not okay. Urza was drinking a mug of hot tea at the window with Carla and chuckled when Wendy threw a snowball at Romeo. All of a sudden, the Thunder Legion came in. Everybody greeted them cheerfully. Master Makarov went over to Loxus and his comrades headed their separate ways. Loxus POV. The old geezer came towards me as I came back from a job with the Thunder Legion. Loxus, I forbid for you and the Thunder Legion to go on any more jobs for 2 weeks, he instructed. Oh, come on, old geezer, what is there to do around here? I complained. He didn't reply. Now, Mira, he called. I looked at the she-devil, noticing her new dress. I suddenly realized she was wearing the dress I got her for her birthday. The neckline swooped down, and the red sleeves were shiny and hung from her arms. A green sash was around her waist, and the skirt was flowing to her ankles, where cozy boots peeked out from underneath. Seeing this made me feel so Mira's POV. I heard the master call me, "Now, Mira," and I came out from behind the bar. The master and I have decided that 11 people should come with me to the snowy mountains. There will be 3 cabins there. The 11 people will be Lucy. Yes, I heard her say. Natsu. Nice, he yelled. Lucy. Yeah, I'm with Lou, she excitedly said. Kajil, hey Shrimp, better pack snowshoes or you'll have to swim through the snow. He smirked. Fuck. It's a good one. Hey, she yelled and slightly blushed. Lucy was smirking at her blue-haired friend, pointing at her face. Juvia, will Gray-sama be going? She asked, concerned. Gray! Woo! He was about to holler, but got cut off by Juvia yelling, Darling, we get to spend the next 2 weeks in Christmas together. How romantic. He was trying to pull her off when a certain blue-haired mage came in. Hello, everyone. Hope I'm not late. He smiled warmly. Oh, no, Jalal. You're just on time. I steal a quick glance at Urza to see her giving herself a pep talk under her breath. The last 5 people going, I continued, are Jalal, Urza, Romeo, Wendy, and last but definitely not least, Loxus. I end enthusiastically to find Loxus staring at me. My cheeks started to heat up, and I quickly continued in hopes that he would stop. We will be leaving tomorrow at 10, so be here at 9 to 9:30. We will be there for 14 days. 2 of those days will be Christmas and Christmas Eve. So go get packed. I found Loxus stopped staring at me as everyone else went to get packed. So I grabbed Loxus' wrist and asked him sweetly as he turned around, Can you drive the car with the Christmas tree on it? A slight blush tinted his cheeks. Loxus POV. I was staring at Mira because she was actually wearing the dress I got her. I mean, I thought the dress I got was horrible compared to the present she received from everyone else. It snapped out of my thought when Bigslow slowly poked my arm as Evergreen mocked me. I glared at them and lightning started to form around me. Then they quickly got the message and shut up. I heard Mira announce, So go get packed. I started to walk out of the guild. Suddenly I felt a smooth and delicate hand grab my wrist. I had turned around to see it was Mira. She sweetly asked me, Can you drive the car with the Christmas tree on it? She smiled so sweetly that I immediately gave in. Sure, I replied, trying to keep my composure. I felt my cheeks warming and mentally hit myself. She thanks me and skips away. I feel my heart calm down and I decided to go pack. Like I said, this is terrible. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you define terrible, but I feel like, I don't know, it's not innovative in any way, at least right now. But yeah, no. This type of story happens a lot with fairy tale fan fiction. The sort of like, oh, let's go to a cabin or a hotel and just do random stuff, and all the ships will happen, that type of thing. Little helpers. All right, sure. Lucy's POV. I was so pumped to go to the snowy mountain. I walked home with Plu, one of my celestial spirits, waddling behind me as I was walking along the edge of the river. As the usual guys riding by... Come on! Okay, you can't... Fuck. As usual, the guys riding by said things like, Be careful, Blondie. I walked into my adorable, why is that, I don't even know, house to find a very suspicious looking blue tail sticking out from under my bed covers. I pulled at it and out came a blue cat with wings, an Exceed, and a very much asleep pink-haired mage. How do you, I don't know, whatever. I was about to Lucy kick them awake, then I looked at his face closer. He was so cute. I put him back down and covered him with the warm blanket and put Happy next to him. I was leaning in towards his forehead, then I backed away realizing what I was doing. I blushed and thought, he is just your friend, your Natsu, a comrade, an idiot. Stop kidding yourself. Then I got interrupted by Plu pummeling my leg. I looked at Natsu one more time, then started packing. When I was done, I took a shower and changed. When I came out, Natsu had woken up and was sitting on my bed. Hi, Luce, he greeted me. Hey, Natsu, I replied with cheer. Luce, you started? Yeah? I started as my face started to heat up. Why didn't you kick me out of your house like you usually do? Oh, I sighed in relief. You looked so comfy and peaceful I just couldn't wake you up. Plus, I wasn't going to sleep yet. I gave him my signature smile. Okay, thanks, Luce. Well, I better go pack. See you tomorrow, he called as he walked to the door. Okay, bye. I was about to walk in when I heard a squeal from a bush. I looked over to the bush to find 2 certain white-haired mages. Mira and Lizana looked up, apologized. Then I got up at 8 o'clock and got ready. It was 9 o'clock when I left. As I was nearing the guild, I saw Gajo pick up Levy and sling her over his shoulder with her luggage in his other hand. I giggled as I saw Levy pout as he put her down and to put her luggage in the car, because I know how she really feels about him. "Hi, Lovey," I called. "Hi, Lou." She ran to me. It took one of my 3 bags. We started chatting about the trip as we put my bags in the trunk. Then all of a sudden someone grabs my shield. "Hey!" I screamed in surprise as I turned to see Natsu laughing. "Listen up, brats," the master yelled. "You will be going on a 6-hour trip, so could you please put the Troya spell on the Dragon Slayers, and then you can go." He definitely got straight to the point, but no matter. Everyone whooped and hollered as he finished. Urza's POV. After Jalal had burst in, and I was sure my face was as red as my hair, I gave myself a pep talk and then welcomed him. Now we were going on a 6-hour trip with Mira in charge. Ugh! She is going to make us play games and try to be a matchmaker. I loaded the back of the car with my stuff after everyone put their stuff in. Mira made me leave most of my stuff and only allowed me to bring only 5 suitcases. 5? How in the world am I going to live off that? We all entered the car to see that it was bigger on the inside. Oh, fucking magic world, am I right? Anyways, that was probably pretty terrible. You need to think about that one a little more. It had 5 rows all to one side of the car, 2 seats in each row. Each chair was labeled with our names on the headrest. Oh boy. With a seat cover of her favorite color. Well, that's just dumb. Me and Jalal were in the first row, Juvia and Gray, then Juvia and Gray, then Gaji and Levy, then Natsu and Lucy, and lastly Romeo and Wendy. I sat down as everyone filed in after me, going to their respective seats. Jalal sat next to me, looking away at first, then he turned around. I smiled at him and saw a pink tint on his cheeks. I could feel my own cheeks start to go pink. Wendy's POV. Seriously, so cool! The car was bigger on the inside. Romy and I were sitting in the back, and as soon as we sat down, I started to open my messenger bag. Mira announced, "We're heading out now, so make sure you have everything you need for the trip." Nobody got out or said anything, so Mira started driving with Loxus behind us. Oh, yeah. Okay. The Christmas tree and decorations with Carla, Happy, and Pantel also with him. 1 hour in. Oh, boy. Everyone had their own things to do. Hers was eating her cake, Jalal was telling her stories of what he has done, Gray was playing a game on his phone, Juvia was watching and trying to get Gray's attention, Gaji was talking to Levy as she tried to read her book, and Natsu was asleep with his head on Lucy's shoulder. Lucy was writing something in a notebook. She was probably working on her novel. Oh, Wendy knows about that? Or is that just kind of a general thing that's going on here? I don't fucking know. Oh, no, it is actually Wendy's POV. Okay, still. Yeah, okay. And lastly, Romeo and I were playing a card game called King's Corner. I've beaten Romeo at this game 4 out of 5 times now, and we're getting bored. Yeah, that's fair. See, I had that same thing. Like, I was playing. I mean, it was kind of disappointing, but I was playing Clue with someone, and it was like. And it was like, okay, it was only like 2 people playing, which makes Clue not quite as fun as if you had like a bunch of people, because then it's just like, welp. But like, you know, I don't know, it's just kind of, what? Okay, but like, I had won 2 out of 3 times, and they were still like, "Oh, why are you quitting?" I was just like, I'm fucking tired of this game. Like, I like it, but god damn it. Anyways, 2 hours in. Everybody was now asleep except for Mira, Romeo, and I. I had a crossword puzzle book, and we were working on it. When Mira asked, "Hey, guys, do you think you can put everybody in cute lovey-dovey poses?" That's Mira for you, I thought as I nodded my head. We started with Jalal and Urza. We put Urza and Jalal hand in hand with the sides of their heads together. Then Gray and Juvia, we put Juvia's head on top of Gray's shoulder and Gray's head on top of hers. Then Levy and Gajiel, we put Gajiel's arm around Levy and Levy's head on his chest. Then when we got to Natsu and Lucy, Mira requested, "Put Natsu and Lucy lying down, please." She said with a smirk. So we put Lucy and Natsu lying down, and when they did, Natsu and Lucy immediately started cuddling. How cute, I thought. Mira squealed when she saw what Natsu and Lucy were doing through the rear view window. Romeo and I went back to our seats and waited for them to wake up. Kaji and Levy were up first. Levy blushed crimson, which rivaled Urza's hair, and Kaji took his arm back and slightly turned his body away and blushed a bit. God, these fucking stories. Urza and Jalal woke up next. They did nothing. They just had up hands still intertwined and blushed. Next, Gray woke up and started then noticing Juvia was still asleep, and he hugged her and waited for her to wake up. And Mira whispered, "Guys, look at Lucy and Natsu." Everyone turned in their seats to see them cuddling. At that moment, Juvia woke up and looked at what everybody was looking at and silently fangirled. Everyone turned back to the front and they watched Natsu and Lucy in the rearview mirror. Natsu and Lucy woke up and they looked at each other and blushed. They stayed there for about 5 minutes. That is when Levy broke. "Aw, Lucy, you guys are so adorable." "Ah, it's an ad." "Ah, okay. I don't know if I can take any more of this." God, okay. Fuck it. Playing with the she-devil. Oh, that sounds good. Mira's POV. 3 hours in. After mentally fangirling over how cute Natsu and Lucy were when they woke up, I decided to put plan number 1 into action. Plan number 1? I mean, usually people go with, like, you know, letters instead of numbers, but I don't know. "Hey guys, want to play Truth or Dare?" I asked as innocently as I could, which it's so innocent that if you just heard my voice, you would think I was Wendy's age. That's probably why it sounds so suspicious. "No!" Lucy and Levy exclaimed at the same time. "Why not?" Natsu asked, still blushing after the cuddling incident. "Do you not know Mira?" Levy asked. "Okay, it's settled, let's play." Mira quickly said and started, "Natsu, Truth or Dare?" Natsu answered just as I thought he would. "Dare," he said confidently. "Okay, I dare you to," I thought it through, "kiss Lucy for as long as I count to 10. I see both Natsu and Lucy blush the same color as Urza's hair. "Wow, he's gonna keep using that over and over again?" "Or are you chicken, Natsu?" I teased him to make sure it happened. "Fine, I'll do it," he stuttered. You know, the problem is, like the fairy tale fan fictions, they have more cliches than the actual anime. And it's such a problem. Oh, God. It's ridiculous how many cliches these fucking fan fictions have, but I guess it sort of follows in the anime's footsteps. Oh, God. Okay. And as I started to count down, everyone turned towards them. I could see how much passion Natsu was actually putting into the kiss. After I was done counting, which I was done in 10 seconds, despite Natsu's good hearing, he didn't stop until What? He didn't stop until 5 seconds later. "How long was that?" he asked. "You guys kissed for an extra 5 seconds, Levy happily replied. Both Natsu and Lucy sunk down to their seats in embarrassment. God. "Romeo, Truth or Dare?" he said. "Dare, of course, Natsu," he replied solemnly. "Okay," Natsu replied with a smirk. "I dare you to kiss your crush," Natsu started. "Okay," Romeo interrupted. "Wait, that's not all. You have to kiss them on the lips," Natsu finished enthusiastically. Romeo was blushing so much that I thought his head was going to explode. Yeah, it's not a good thing, is it? He slowly turned towards Wendy as he pecked her on the lips. Then she turned as red as Romeo and pulled a blanket out of her bag and hid her face under it. It's a good one. Romeo pulled some of her blanket to cover himself too. Fuck. Romeo's POV. When I pulled the blanket over my face, too, I leaned towards Wendy and kissed her cheek. Once we had calmed down, we looked up to see someone had dared Levy to sit in Kashu's lap for the rest of the ride, and for Jalal to feed Urza some strawberry cake. Wow! Isn't that boring? Just kidding. Jesus. "Would you rather marry Leon or never look at Gray again?" he asked her. She thought and thought, but never answered. She got so confused on what to do, she started to cry. Gray comforted her, and when she realized what he was doing, she gave him a hug and said, "Gray-sama cares about Juvia. Gray-sama loves Juvia." Gray knew better than to correct her, so he just stayed there hugging her. Gajo's POV. Good. A sort of rational POV. 4 hours in. Shrimp was still sitting in my lap. Why did Mira fill in for Romeo when he was embarrassed? I was the one who got the dare, and Shrimp chose truth. It had to be something to do with a book or a series, or just a stupid, boring which book. What the fuck? Boring which book is better question. Oh, okay. When she was sitting on my lap, I felt protective of her, and I had no idea why. All of the 4th hour, Levy was reading her 10th book. I was trying not to feel awkward. Mira's POV. I saw Gagil had a tint of pink on his cheeks, and I giggled. And then I saw Romeo and Wendy were asleep in the back. They were cuddling, but still sitting up. Juby was cuddling the Gray as Gray was trying to push her off. Jalal and Urza were listening to music off of Jalal's phone. Natsu was eating a fish sandwich that Lucy packed for him while Lucy was eating some fruit. And I finally rested my eyes. And Lox is waving to me, so I stick my hand out and into the aisle and wave back. That's dumb. Well then, that'll be it for this. Next time, yeah. Good God. So this story has, 21 chapters, and I am already super tired of this story. Oh, God. Okay. Well, we're going to continue this until the end, because it probably won't take too long. The next fanfiction video you will see will be of the one that I was talking about, just because I wanted to kind of split this one up. Like the every other one that I have done in the past, but I haven't done in a bit, so yeah, we'll see next time. Yeah.